So
Okay,
the
let's move
global,
on. Sir, let's move on to Dr. Faris. Dr. Faris, Egypt has historically played a crucial role as a mediator in the Gaza conflict. How do you assess Egypt's current efforts to provide humanitarian aid and its diplomatic role in this crisis, sir?
Of course, Egypt plays compound roles since the very first moment. It seeks very hard to find a real support to our brothers in Palestine, especially in Gaza Strip, because the Israeli occupation from the very first moment followed all the methods of collective punishment, and they strive to implement their plan to displace Palestinians. They also used the weapon of humanitarian aid to achieve this displacement. That's why Cairo moved from the very first moment and held Cairo Peace Summit with the participation of 31 states and UN organizations. It was the base for the Arab and Islamic Summit, from which it was driven the Arab Islamic group that could polarize and mobilize for the Palestinian cause, which was highly reflected on the voting of countries in UN General Assembly. For the first time, we have seen the approval of more than 143 countries approving Palestinians' right of self-determination and establishment of the state. 12 of them were European countries, most of them coordinated with Cairo, when the Spanish Prime Minister and the Belgium Prime Minister held a press conference in front of Rafah cross point, and they confirmed on coordination with Egypt to recognize the state of Palestine if the international community and the European Union haven't recognized yet. Many European countries are moving with Egypt cautiously to unify the international stances in order to achieve the two-state solution. For this sake, Egypt opened Rafah cross point highly for the entrance of the humanitarian aid, even when the occupation closed Rafah cross point after they airstruck it and reoccupied it. The Egyptian state made an airdrop in many places in Gaza Strip in order to deliver the humanitarian aid and to stop the Israeli movements that want to liquidate the Palestinian cause.
Back again to Mr. Maharim. Some argue that the United States' pressure on Israel, sir, regarding Gaza is more politically motivated than humanitarian. Do you believe this position reflects a genuine shift in U.S. policy, or is it driven by the upcoming elections?
well, I think it's a good hope that what America is doing, a pressure on the Israeli cabinet for the time being, hope it will get a result. But to be practically, we believe that it's the pressure of the election and the Democrat in a position they would like to have some kind of appreciation from different people that live in America, the Arab, the Muslims, and even very good number of the students are really trying to do some kind of work to achieve something better for the future of America. The picture of America in front of the world is really shaky because at that time, America is leading Israel or Israel is leading America. So it's a kind of pressure. I hope it will get result very soon and listen to what America is advising the Israel to do for the humanitarian assistance.
Sir, which is in favor of this conflict or this escalating regional conflict at this point? The Democrats or the Republicans, sir? As of course we approach the U.S. Presidential elections, which is in a few days, of course.
I do believe that the escalation comes from the, Trump. From the government, while the Democrat is trying to do some kind of calm in order that to achieve a kind of acceptance for so many voters in different aspects within the nation. The escalating is coming from the other side, from the not the government. The Republican by the president
Donald
Trump is actually trying to escalate the words. The words. During his speeches. He's always trying to escalate. While I
So,
think
sir, as the race is really tight, you're more optimistic that if Kamala Harris becomes the next U.S. president, it's going to be better for the region, for the Middle East region?
Most probably the picture showing that for time being, there is so many fear if that the Trump efforts will lead him for the second time to lead America to the better. That's really going to be a very critical at that time. So hope what Kamala Harris is promising their nation and their people and the world will be the best for the world.